prayer and then the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you'll pray with me, please. Father God, we just come to you today, Lord, just to give you thanks for all the blessings you've given us. Thank you for all that you do for us. I pray that you'll be with this meeting. Help us to be good stewards of the county's money and to represent our constituents well. Help us to make good decisions in this meeting. And all these things we ask in your name. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so first item I guess we need to talk about is a little bit of the Wi-Fi. Some of us are not able to get on, so we will watch it from the screen back here. If you see us turning around, that's what we're doing. So first item on the agenda is a resolution confirming a consideration of 3 resolutions. Got an A, B, and C. I can read them all together, or if you have this question about one, we'll split them out. So resolution A, a resolution confirming the appointment of John Combs to the Lake Catherine Waterworks and Sewer Facilities Board. Resolution 2, B, a resolution authorizing the Garland County Judge to apply for an Arkansas Community and Economic Development. I'm sorry, I lost my place here.
Sorry.
An Economic Development Program, ACEDP, grant for a Mid-America Science Museum project. No county match is required. And then C is a resolution of the Quorum Court of Garland County certifying the local government endorsement of Morph Windows, LLC, to participate in the tax back program as authorized by Arkansas Code and annotated 15-4-2706D.
I move for a due pass on items 2A, 2B, and 2C.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Do we have any discussion? Judge, would you like to fill us in on any of those?
Sure. So the first one is Mr. John Combs. He already served 1 5-year term on the Lake Catherine, basically it's Diamond Head Waterworks, Lake Catherine Public Facilities Board, and he wishes to serve another. His term's expiring at the end of September, so he wishes to serve another one. Reappointing him. Item B is a grant for Mid-America Science Museum. There's no match on it. It's just a pass-through grant. It's to make their doors and other things there ADA compliant at the Science Museum. A couple of years ago, we did one for their HVAC system and received it, passed through, got the work done. Now this is to bring things into ADA compliance. The doors out there, I know everybody in here has been there, and the doors are really heavy and they're hard to pull open and keep. So these are some of those automatic opening doors. The total amount of the grant that's applied for is about $500,000, and that's all they can apply for. So that would be the only one of those block grants they can apply for this year. Next year, we may look at another program. I've had a couple people reach out to me, so we may look at another program. But this comes through West Central Arkansas Planning and Development, and they're the ones that oversee it, and they have all the engineering and all the plans. They do all the bidding. We don't really have to do anything except sign off on the paperwork and make sure that it's passed through and the job is done. The item C, Mr. Cole McCaskill can come up and speak to that right quick. It's a tax back program that a lot of you have never seen. It's so that individuals investing in our community can get their sales tax back on their capital outlay. They must provide so many jobs. They tell you going in how many jobs and the amount of their capital investment that they're going to make. And then if they do not make that, then they do not get the tax back program. The sales tax back is basically what it is. That differs from the rebates in the fact they must provide something here to get that tax back. And you would say, well, it just always happens. But we did have a company that moved into a facility in the Mid-America Industrial Park, did a tax back program, and they did not make it. So they did not get their tax back, and they actually wound up losing their building and everything out there. So it doesn't always go through. They have to provide the documentation, and AEDC is the one that documents that and monitors it for us. But Cole, if you could add something to that, it'd be very helpful. And if you get any questions, feel free to ask him. You get that on? No,
it's not on.
Green light.
Green light. Just flip that switch to the side. You can carry it around and walk around like if you want to.
It'll be obvious. Green light, bright green light.
It's right by it there. The battery maybe did. We'll give you another one here. Push it towards the
How about now?
Hey, that's good.
Got it now.
You learned quick, Cole.
Yeah, the judge summed up the program pretty well. It's a performance-based incentive, so if they don't make the investment, they don't get the incentive. This is for Morph Windows, which is the legal name for Wind Choice Windows. It operates out in Mountain Pine. Just one other thing to add: in order to receive this incentive, the company must also be in a job creation agreement with AEDC as well. As you all know, they announced 50 new jobs at that facility and a $3 million expansion of the manufacturing facility. So that's what this is directly related to.
We've done one for them before when they initially started their project out there long ago. We did one and they followed through and were able to meet all the criteria they set forth with it. So this is a huge shot in the arm for Mountain Pine, Arkansas, because since the mill has left out there, there's not really been much growth out there, and Morgan Wiles and his partners have done a very good job of bringing that back up and trying to provide something for that area. Really, that's the only thing out there that's causing any growth in that area whatsoever. And it'll be good for the school, hopefully, and it'll be good for the town of Mountain Pine as well.
Okay, does anybody have any more questions? Okay, thank you, Cole.
Thank you, Cole.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. Next on the agenda is a consideration of two ordinances. Ordinance A, an ordinance amending and clarifying the distribution of court costs and filing fees deposited in the county's administration of justice fund. Item B is an appropriation ordinance to amend the 2025 Garland County Budget Ordinance I-124-33 to anticipate revenues and appropriate funds in various budgets. Subbed on that would be I, the county judge received a $30,000 upgrade reimbursement from the Arkansas 911 Board and would like to appropriate these funds in the Emergency 911 Fund 911 budget. The item 2, the county librarian requests to appropriate $77,500 in the county library fund, county library budget for overtime. And item 3 on that is the county coroner requests to appropriate $1,000 in the county general fund coroner's budget for overtime.
Move for a due pass on both ordinances.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Do we have any questions? Judge would like to share on that for us?
Sure. Item A, Act 371 of 2025 passed through the legislature, requires a different method of dispersing the funds that are collected by district court. The entities that it's dispersed to, we have some control over that now. Before, it was kind of set aside that this entity got this much, this one. So we can kind of control where it goes, and Susan and her team kind of watch and make sure that if funds are getting low in one department, we can always go back with an ordinance and alter that somewhat. But we have to get this set up. It started in August of 8th, I believe, was the 5th or the 8th was the first day of it. And the first disbursement under this new law will be in September. And so once we get this passed, then the treasurer will be able to go ahead and make those disbursements. Susan and I are meeting with the city next week. We have to have an agreement, an interlocal agreement with them, since they are partners in district court, to go over exactly how the funds are passed down from district court to us. And this is to handle our disbursement from us to the entities. And it's pretty detailed there as who all gets that. Item number 2, we received a $30,000 reimbursement for when we were looking at expanding. We added 2 stations, and we applied for a reimbursement grant from 911, and they gave us that, and we got the check about 3 weeks ago. We got the check, so this is a deposit to reimburse us for those expanded stations that we put over here at our communications center. The librarian needs $7,500 more in overtime, and the coroner needs $1,000 more in overtime. And the coroner's count is definitely up this year, and we've got a new person on board that they're training as well. So there's a little bit of time involved there, but overall, this is basically a reimbursement and some reappropriation of some funds.
Okay, does anybody have any questions? Okay, a motion and a second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay, under other business, we have position and salary adjustments. So any questions on that? Motion for approval?
Motion for approval.
A motion and a second? Hunter. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next we'll move down to our overtime report.
Move for approval on the overtime report.
Second.
Okay, we've got a motion from Justice Myers and a second from Justice Peters. All those in favor?
Aye.
We'll move on down to the update on the sales tax collections in the general fund and solid waste.
Vote for approval.
Second.
Approval from Justice Peters, second by Justice Myers. Do we have any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we'll move on down to the Oaklawn revenue report.
Move for approval.
Second.
Approval by Justice Myers, second by Justice Peters. Do we have any questions on that? Comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? It looks like everything on our agenda, Judge, so motion for adjournment.
Reading resolution number R 25-21. Be it resolved by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, a resolution to be entitled, a resolution confirming the appointment to the Lake Catherine Waterworks and Sewer Facility Board of Garland County, Arkansas.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, like sign? Same sign. All right, resolution number R 25-21 passes. Resolution number R 25-22, be it resolved by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, a resolution to be entitled, a resolution of the Quorum Court of Garland County, Arkansas, authorizing the Garland County Judge to apply for our Arkansas Community and Economic Development Program grant for a Mid-America Science Museum project.
Move for due pass.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right, resolution number R 25-22 passes. Resolution number R 25-23, be it resolved by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, a resolution to be entitled, resolution of the Quorum Court of Garland County certifying local government endorsement of Morphe Windows LLC to participate in the tax back program as authorized by Arkansas Code annotated 15-4-2706. D.
Move for due pass.
Second.
All right, any discussion? Any discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
All right, all opposed, same sign. All right, resolution number R 25-23 passes. All right, ordinance number O 25-15. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance amending and clarifying the distribution of court costs and filing fees deposited in the county's administration of justice fund and for other purposes.
Move for due pass.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Ordinance number O 25-15 passes.
All right, appropriation ordinance number O 25-16. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance to amend the 2025 Garland County Budget Ordinance O 24-33 to anticipate revenues and appropriate funds in various budgets and for other purposes.
Move for
Move.
due pass.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Appropriation ordinance number O 25-16 passes. And we're adjourned. Thank you.
Is he sleeping on that?
Ready, we'll call the September meeting of the Garland County Quorum Court to order. And tonight we have Brother Mark Lewis with us to give us our opening prayer. Brother Lewis, if you'd come up, and after you get done, join me in the pledge, and then you're welcome to go, because I know you've probably got other things to tend to.
Sounds great. Let's pray. Dear Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for just a beautiful September day. God, I thank you for the members of this court. I thank you for their sacrifice of their time and their talents. Lord, I pray that you would bless the members of this court, bless their families, bless their work. And God, we ask that you would give them wisdom, the type of wisdom that your word describes, wisdom that comes from above, that is pure, peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. Lord, how desperately do we need that type of wisdom? I pray for courage and integrity to lead well. I pray that you would cover these men and women with the courage to do what is right and honorable. I pray that you would help these men and women to steward the resources and the relationships that you have entrusted to them. I pray that they would lean not on their own understanding, but rather fully trust in your guidance and spirit. Most of all, we thank you for your Son, Jesus Christ, who lived a perfect life, died, and rose again for the sake of us all. For that, we are truly thankful. And it's in your precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Sir, would you please call the roll?
Justice Broughton,
Here.
Anderson,
Here.
Jones, Young, Bales, Hooten, Myers,
Here.
Floyd,
Here.
Peters,
Here.
McGrew,
Here.
Hunter,
Here.
Brown, Eds.
Here.
Thank you. Chair will entertain a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Justice Anderson, second by Justice McGrew. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Chair will entertain a motion to approve August 11th minutes.
So move.
Motion made by Justice Young, second by Justice Peters. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Have exhibits A through E, statement of cash position, operations, and then 3 minutes from ordinance, finance, and IT. Chair will entertain a motion to approve those exhibits.
So moved. Second.
Justice Broughton, second by Justice Hunter. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, same sign. Committee reports. Ordinance Committee.
Judge, we met prior to this meeting and everything received a due pass.
Thank you. Environmental Services Committee, Public Works and Buildings, Justice Young.
Did not meet.
You have a announcement?
Yes, we will meet next month. The judge has got all kinds of good stuff, and we're going to look over some of the senior citizen plan and so forth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thought that was a good intro for you there to have an opportunity. Finance Committee, Justice McGrew.
Judge, we did meet prior to the meeting tonight, and all items received a due pass.
Thank you. Human Resources Committee, Justice Anderson.
Judge, we did not meet.
Thank you. Public Health, Welfare, and Safety Committee, Justice Myers.
Judge, we did not meet.
Thank you. IT Committee, Justice Jones.
We did have a meeting on Thursday, October the 21st at the Garland County Courthouse. Jeff Winters told us about Act 846, in which our counties and cities are required to have cyber city insurance or cybersecurity insurance. He gave us some information on that, how the IT department is working, and a security method that requires user-provided security codes instead of passwords is going to be implemented. And he said that they are looking to continue getting the best product possible when we have to replace things for next year, and he will negotiate hard to get and reduced prices as much as possible.
Thank you. Chair will entertain a motion to approve the committee reports.
So moved.
Motion
Second.
made by Justice Peters, second by Justice Broughton. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. We've got a special presentation tonight for one of the we've got two individuals here that like to call Hot Springs home, but they work somewhere else. They're going to do a presentation tonight, something that we're all very proud of. Gentlemen, would you come up and introduce yourself for those that don't know you? Why don't you introduce yourself and then we'll go from there.
Well, first of all, thank you guys for allowing us. We're used to 12 and 14-hour days, but very seldom are we at home and get to do something this late in the evening. So thank you guys for allowing us to be here. My name is Chris Chapman. I know most everybody in the room. It's a pleasure to be here tonight to do something that humbles us, and that is to recognize a fellow law enforcement officer for a heroic act, an act of bravery, an act of valor. And it's one of the things that we enjoy more across the state doing. We represent all 14,500 officers in the state of Arkansas. We oversee their certification and their training, and this is one of the things that we probably enjoy doing the most. It's taking the time to honor those that protect and take care of our community. So it is with great pleasure tonight that we're going to present the Invictus Award. We'll explain what that is here in just a few minutes to Deputy John Wright for his valor. I'd like to read the nomination letter if I could. So, on August 12, 2025, at approximately 9:50 p.m., Garland County Sheriff's Office Patrol Deputy John Wright was patrolling the area of Danville Road when he observed a vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed. Deputy Wright proceeded toward the vehicle's direction of travel, but quickly realized the vehicle had already driven off the roadway and wrecked. With smoke emitting from the front of the vehicle, Deputy Wright took quick action by requesting fire department and EMS response, ran to the vehicle, and extracted the injured driver out the window. Within moments, the fire was fully engulfed. Now, John, where are you? Come on up here.
Yeah, get over there by
This is one of the things that I love about our profession. You can either panic in a time of chaos, or you can remain calm and get the job done. Having watched that video, watched how you performed your duty that night, that was the very first thing you thought. You have to understand, just less than about a year ago, he was one of our training cadets at one of the academies. He set up very well, obviously, but to go from where he was a year ago, the way he performed that night was spectacular. It was truly honorable to be able to watch that. So tonight we're going to present you with the Invictus. Just bear with me.
Is that microphone on? We can barely hear you, sir. No. Goes towards this.
Green light when it's on. Sure.
You already broke that?
Absolutely.
Here, I'll try to repair that
Thank you.
since you've already.
Okay, is it working now?
Yes, that's
Thank you
great.
so much, Judge.
We need to be able to hear you.
Absolutely. Judge Mahoney, members of the Quorum Court, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here tonight to present this award. I'm going to take just a moment. On behalf of the director and I, it's good to be home. It's good to come home to Garland County and the city of Hot Springs and get to present an award tonight. See, heroes live in this county, and they're represented every single day by their actions, what to do. Every first responder, every individual who puts on that badge every day goes out and does heroic action every day. So the opportunity to get to reward those people from our hometown just means the world to us. Invictus, a poem that was written also meaning unconquerable. About a year ago, Director Chapman and I were sitting around and we wanted to create a statewide awards program for heroic actions. And so we came up with the general, Medal of Valor, Act of Courage, something on that. And probably about a week later, we were visiting with a staff member from our Northwest Academy, individual who's got close to 40 years now in law enforcement. And he pulls out of a poem
out of his wallet, and it's this poem, Leviticus. And as he read it to me, he talked about how that poem carried him through good days and bad. He took individuals that meant a lot to him in his career, and he would have them sign it, date it, and initial it at that point. So we would like to share just a short passage, if you would indulge me, sir, of this. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. That is what Deputy Wright did. Afraid at the moment, but he was not ready to run away. He charged forward with heroic actions. So on behalf of the Division of Law Enforcement Standards and Training, we would like to present Deputy John Wright the Leviticus Award. Oh, redo. Good enough. Congratulations, sir. Appreciate it. God bless you. So appreciate it. Yes, sir. Get a picture. Everybody, share. What's going on? Oh, there you go. All right. Here.
Just a couple words from me. Deputy John Wright, he not only talks the talk, he walks the walk, a true hero right here in Garland County. Thank you.
John, you can't leave without saying a couple words. We've got to hear from you.
Thank you. I'm humbled, deeply humbled, and I have to tell you that I gave up a career to become a law enforcement officer here in Garland County, and I would do it all over again. For those of you who don't know, I was a university professor before coming here, and Sheriff gave me an opportunity, and every day I try to pay him back. And meeting that young man on that road last night, or last night, seems like last night, that night, and being of service to him and to his family, whom I got to meet later, is a memory that I'll hold forever. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for your support of the Garland County Sheriff's Office. We deeply appreciate it.
Thank you, John. Chris, Jason, thank you all so much for coming over and helping us with this. Appreciate it very much. I hope we have you here once a month. All right, Sarah, R2521, would you read by title only, please?
Be it resolved by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, a resolution to be entitled, a resolution confirming the appointment to the Lake Catherine Waterworks and Sewer Facilities Board of Garland County, Arkansas.
Vote for due pass.
Second.
Motion made by Justice Peters, second by Justice Anderson. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. R2521 passes. Sarah, R2522, please.
Be it resolved by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, a resolution to be entitled, a resolution of the Quorum Court of Garland County, Arkansas, authorizing the Garland County Judge to apply for an Arkansas Community and Economic Development Program grant for a Mid-America Science Museum project.
Move for due pass.
Second.
Motion made by Justice Eds, second by Justice McGrew. Any discussion?
Just a question, Judge. Tell us the connectivity between us. Is it just the type of grant that we would need
I'm going to
do
ask them to
this?
come forward and give you some
Okay,
information. Darian Piper from West Central Arkansas Planning and Development and Diane LaFollette from Mid-America Science Museum are both here, and they'll be able to help you with that.
Hello. This grant is to
Pull that mic
benefit-
down toward you just a little bit.
Can you hear me now? This grant is a grant for Mid-America Science Museum. They are a nonprofit organization, and they are applying for a grant to make the entire museum ADA accessible. And the way this grant works is the county has to be the applicant on behalf of the 501(c)(3). So the grant funds, if it is awarded, those funds pass through the county. And the judge oversees the grant and from the start to finish, and then West Central Arkansas Planning and Development administers the grant.
Good, thank you.
Did they give you some insight, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Do y'all
Thank
have any more questions or Diane?
Any questions for Diane?
I can say my grandkids love the museum. Three little girls, and they just love it.
Thank you very much. Any more discussion? Sarah? No, let's, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Thank you all. You're welcome to stay, or you can go. R2522 passes. Sarah, please read R2523 by title only.
Be it resolved by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, a resolution to be entitled, Resolution of the Quorum Court of Garland County certifying local government endorsement of Morph Windows LLC to participate in the tax back program as authorized by Arkansas Code annotated 15-4-2706.
Second.
Motion made by Justice Peters, second by Justice Anderson. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right, Sarah, you've got off easy so far. 02515 in its entirety.
Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance amending and clarifying the distribution of court costs and filing fees deposited in the county's administration of justice fund and for other purposes. Whereas Act 1256 of 1995, enacted by the Arkansas General Assembly, governs the distribution of administration of justice funds derived from circuit court costs and filing fees. And whereas Garland County is entitled to retain a portion of these funds after the state's share is deducted and has discretion to allocate its share among county departments and functions that support the criminal justice system. And whereas Act 371 of 2025, passed by the Arkansas General Assembly, modifies the distribution requirements for district court revenues, including costs and filing fees collected. And whereas Garland County is required to implement Act 371 and desires to allocate its portion of administration of justice funds in accordance with the authority granted under Act 371 of 2025 and distribute those funds among county departments and functions supporting the criminal justice system. And whereas the Quorum Court of Garland County finds it to be in the best interest of the county to amend the current allocation policy formula for circuit court costs and filing fees and establish a revised distribution formula for district court costs and filing fees pursuant to Act 371 of 2025. And now therefore be it ordained by the Quorum Court of Garland County, Arkansas, Section 1, distribution by the county treasurer of administration of justice funds derived from circuit court revenues. Effective September 9th, 2025, the Garland County Treasurer shall distribute the county's retained portion of administration of justice revenues derived from circuit court costs and filing fees as follows. County General Fund, Prosecuting Attorney's Budget, 63%. Victim Witness Fund, Prosecuting Attorney's Budget, 20%. Public Defender's Fund, Public Defender's Budget, 10%. Law Library Book Fund, Law Library's Budget, 1%. County Jail Operation and Maintenance Fund, Sheriff's Budget, 5%. Breathalyzer Fund, Sheriff's Budget, 1%. Section 2, distribution by the county treasurer of administration of justice funds derived from district court revenues. Effective September 9th, 2025, the Garland County treasurer shall distribute the county's retained portion of administrative revenues derived from district court costs and filing fees as follows. County General Fund, Prosecuting Attorney's Budget, 50%. Victim Witness Fund, Prosecuting Attorney's Budget, 20%. Public Defender's Fund, Public Defender's Budget, 10%. Law Library Book Fund, Law Library's Budget, 1%. County Jail Operation and Maintenance Fund, Sheriff's Budget, 1%. Breathalyzer Fund, Sheriff's Budget, 1%. County General Fund, District Court Building Budget, 5%. County General Fund, Grant and Aid for District Court Operation and Maintenance, 12%. Section 3, Interim Administration. The Garland County Quorum Court recognizes that implementation of the distribution set forth herein may require interlocal agreements with other governmental agencies, such as the City of Hot Springs and the State of Arkansas, until such time as any necessary interlocal agreements have been executed and approved as required by law. The Garland County Treasurer shall continue utilizing the current distribution scheme of administration of justice funds. Section 4, Accounting and Oversight. All funds distributed under this ordinance shall be deposited into their respective accounts and used solely for the purposes for which they are designated. The Garland County Treasurer and Comptroller shall ensure that appropriate ledgers, receipts, and budgetary tracking are maintained. Section 5, Emergency Clause, that an emergency is hereby declared to exist as the services thereunder set forth herein are essential, and this ordinance shall be enforced and shall take effect upon passage and publication.
Judge, I move that we suspend the rules and place ordinance O-2515 on its second reading by title only.
Motion made by Justice Myers, second by Justice Peters to suspend the rules, place O-2515 on its second reading by title only. Sarah, please call the roll.
Justice Broughton. Anderson. Jones. Young.
Yes.
Hooten. Myers.
Yes.
Floyd.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
McGrew.
Yes.
Hunter.
Yes.
Eds.
Yes.
Sarah, please read O-2515 by title only.
Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance amending and clarifying the distribution of court costs and filing fees deposited in the county's administration of justice fund and for other purposes.
Judge, I move we suspend the rules and place ordinance O-2515 on its third and final reading by title only.
Second.
Motion made by Justice Myers, second by Justice Anderson, place O-2515 on its third and final reading by title only. Sarah, please call the roll.
Justice Broughton.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Jones. Young.
Yes.
Hooten.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Floyd.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
McGrew.
Yes.
Hunter.
Yes.
Eds.
Yes.
Sarah, please read O-2515 by title only.
Being enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance amending and clarifying the distribution of court costs and filing fees deposited in the county's administration of justice fund and for other purposes.
Vote for a due pass.
Second.
Motion made by Justice Peters, second by Justice Broughton. Any discussion? Hearing none, Sarah, please call the roll.
Justice Broughton.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Jones. Young.
Yes.
Hooten.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Floyd.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
McGrew.
Yes.
Hunter.
Yes.
Eds.
Yes.
Move that we adopt the emergency clause. Judge.
Second.
Motion made by Justice Myers, second by Justice Peters to adopt the emergency clause for O-2515. Sarah, please call the roll.
Justice Broughton.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Jones. Young.
Yes.
Hooten.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Floyd.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
McGrew.
Yes.
Hunter.
Yes.
Eds.
Yes.
O-2515 passes. Chair will entertain a motion to suspend the rules and reappropriation ordinances by title only.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Justice Broughton, second by Justice Peters. Sarah, please call the roll.
Justice Broughton.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Jones. Young.
Yes.
Hooten.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Floyd.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
McGrew.
Yes.
Hunter.
Yes.
Eds.
Yes.
O-2516 by title only, please.
Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Garland County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance to amend the 2025 Garland County Budget Ordinance O-2433 to anticipate revenues and appropriate funds in various budgets and for other purposes.
Second.
Motion made by Justice Anderson, second by Justice Peters. Any discussion? Hearing none, Sarah, call the roll.
Justice Broughton.
Yes.
Anderson.
Yes.
Jones. Young.
Yes.
Hooten.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Floyd.
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
McGrew.
Yes.
Hunter.
Yes.
Eds.
Yes.
O-2516 passes. Thank you. Metro Partnership, Mr. Cole McCaskill is presenting tonight. In Gary's absence, he's at the DC Fly-In.
Thank you very much, Judge. Oh, my second try is better.
It is much better.
Yep, Gary's out on the DC Fly-In. He sends his regards. First of all, thank you all for passing the tax back for Win Choice. We don't have a lot of incentives available locally at this level, and that's a very meaningful one. So thank you very much for that. Picking up, we last reported at the last Quorum Court meeting on August 11th. So this will be the August report. On the 14th, we had our monthly board meeting, and Gary attended the local workforce board meeting that day as well. And then he also attended the ORVA convention, the Washita River Valley Association convention, which was held in Hot Springs the next day. Carol Bales, our incoming chair of the board, attended that with him as well, since water is such an important issue for economic development. The next day, the class of Leadership Arkansas was announced. As Gary has mentioned many times, we have a committee that works on getting statewide recognition, awards nominations, and committees like this for people in Garland County to elevate them at a statewide level. We're very pleased to report that there are 4 people from Garland County in this year's Leadership Arkansas class. That ties our highest level ever. They are Karen Kitchens with Morgan Chase Bank, Jonathan Hamner with Crafton Toll, Brad Hall with Oaklawn, and Jason Hudnall with ASMSA. The headline on 8/16 was Lake Hamilton School to auction tiny house built by CTE students. That's a wonderful skills-based program, and we commend the school for that. Let's see, on August 20th, the chamber submitted its reaccreditation paperwork, about 3 inches of paperwork and reports. Just a reminder, the chamber is a 5-star accredited chamber. That's the highest in the nation. There's only 140 of the 7,000 chambers in the country have that 5-star status. Also that day, it was announced the $31.6 million grant to restore the Maurice Bathhouse downtown. That's going to be a boon for downtown and Bathhouse Row. On August 20th, Gary Jackson and I headed up to Bentonville, Arkansas for the Mid-America Aerospace and Defense Summit, where we spent some time with our local aerospace companies here in Hot Springs. We have 5 large, significant aerospace manufacturers. That's the largest subsect of manufacturing in Garland County. Got some good FaceTime with some new leadership from some of our local companies while we were there. On the 21st, Gary attended the Tri-Lakes MPO meeting where the 2050 transportation plan was approved. On the 24th, we headed to Rogers for the Arkansas Economic Developers and Chamber Executives Annual Conference, where Gary won the Chamber Executive of the Year for the whole state of Arkansas, voted by his peers. So we're very proud of him for that. There was a big feature in AY Magazine on him for that. There was another big feature in AY Magazine on our region as well, which I contributed to. Also, while we were at that conference, we invited in some site consultants from other states to visit, and I got to chat with them about some of the industrial expansion opportunities that we have here in Hot Springs. On August 26th, the big headline was $308 million appropriated for broadband expansion projects in the state of Arkansas. On the 27th, we had the ribbon cutting for the new Redbud Hall Residence Hall at National Park College. On the 28th, the 2 Garys met with Lakeside Superintendent Bruce Orr and his CTE staff. On the 30th, the headline was National Park College and UAM partner to offer 4-year degrees in information systems. It's wonderful to have another 4-year degree offered here in Garland County. On September 1st, the big headline, Origami Sake wins national awards for its new ready-to-drink seltzer. We're very proud of them for continuing their expansion here in Garland County. Also, Gary was elected the state director for the Southern Economic Development Council Board of Directors. On September 2nd, we met with Kurt Conville, who owns Bago here in Garland County, as well as Pressed On and Rave Graphics. On the 3rd, State Chamber President Randy Zook was at Rotary presenting a state of the state about where we are in Arkansas. One of the biggest headlines for the last 2 quarters, Arkansas has led the nation in GDP growth, which has got a lot of folks really looking at us. And then finally, on September 4th, the 2 Garys met with Lakeside's East Lab talking about their workforce presentation. That concludes my report.
Move for approval of September 2025 report, Judge.
Second.
Motion made by Justice Myers, second by Justice Broughton. Any discussion, questions for Cole? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Old business. Mr. Fleming, do you want to address the court tonight? Does anyone else wish to address the court? Come on forward, Mr. Fleming. I think that mic's on.
Thank you for this moment. I've got a question, and it'd be a yes or no answer concerning an issue. And I'd like to address this to Miss Susan Ashmore. The question is, did you meet with the Garland County, give me just a moment here. Did you meet with the Garland County collector and or the assessor, Garland County assessor, on an issue concerning Garland County officials, whoever they might be, if it's true, not assessing or paying taxes? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, that answers it. Secondly, last 2 months ago, we had a grievance meeting concerning an issue in the collector's office. And out of that meeting, it was disclosed that in the collector's office, there are 12 employees. Out of the 12, there are 4 supervisors, which means 4 supervisors are supervising 8 people. I did a FOIA request for the 4 supervisors that's in the collector's office, wanting their names and their salaries, to which I did not get. But I did get the 8 employees of the collector's office and their salaries. My question is, what's been doing? What is taking place in correcting that situation and the dispersing of Garland County funds to 4 supervisors instead of? So what in correcting that situation?
Mr. Fleming, that's an elected official.
Issue should be discussed with the state capitol, in the state capitol.
I'm sure you could discuss it with them. I don't know that they have any input, but
All right, who supervises the supervisor of?
those are elected officials, so they are the people of the Garland, elect them or not, if they don't like the way they're doing their business.
So they can with
As long
4
as they're reelected.
supervisors until they're reelected.
Elected. If they're not reelected, then the people are the ones that make that.
All right.
And the 3 minutes is up.
All right. Call from the Quorum Court for a vote for 5 more minutes.
I'm a no.
A judge,
Anyone wish
they don't have
to
to.
extend?
Darrell,
Mr.
they
Fleming?
don't have to.
Yes, they do, Mr.
You
Mr.
told
Fleming,
me that.
Your time is up, Mr.
Friend, let me
Fleming.
tell you something. You have violated
Mr.
the
Fleming,
rules.
you're,
You violated the rules.
Mr. Fleming, please take a seat. Gentlemen, my apologies. We need to go back to other business and catch that overtime report.
I'll move for second.
Motion made by Justice Myers, second by Justice Peter. Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same.
Judge.
Thank you. We are adjourned. All very much.
October 22nd.
October.
Okay.
That-